When thinking of getting a first pet, a fish is a very common choice, especially for younger kids. So when I was younger, I convinced my parents to get me a pet fish. Many of my friends at school had some pet fishes, so I just had to get one. Finally, we brought a fish home, but sadly, after 2 weeks, it passed away. And a lot of the fishes my friends had were also passing away fairly quickly. And at that time, we didn't really think much about it. But now it's starting to come to mind. How do we properly take care of a pet fish? And in this video, I'll be discussing just that. Generally speaking, freshwater fishes are less expensive and much easier to take care of than any other pet. Fishes have the same basic needs as any other animal, including food, water, and a proper habitat. But since fish live in completely different environments than humans and other mammals, they're very dependent on us to provide them everything they need for a healthy environment. Also, fishes need to have their aquariums cleaned regularly, just like as you would groom a dog or a cat. You would also need to be taking care of cleaning their aquarium. Once you decide which type of fish you want to keep, you can research and determine which aquarium will suit your needs and will be appropriate for your type of fish. There are a lot of popular and common types of pet fishes. The most popular types include the betta fish, also known as the Siamese fighting fish, common goldfishes, Achilles tang, fantail goldfish, and angelfish. Part of the reason why goldfishes and bettas are so popular is because they are able to live in water temperatures that don't require heaters. They can also tolerate variation in water chemistry compared to other fishes, and they are also generally more healthy eaters than compared to other types of fishes. Fishes don't have any stomachs, so they do not know when they should stop eating. So a benefit to fish owners is that they can invest in automatic feeders or food blocks. These are examples of both. This can be very helpful because instead of finding someone to feed your cat or feed your dog while you're away for vacation, you can just turn on the automatic feeder or place a food block in the aquarium, and your fish will be eating while you are enjoying your vacation. Another thing that is good with goldfishes is that they can survive up to 2 weeks without food, although it is not recommended to leave your goldfishes without food for that long, but that is something they are capable of doing. When feeding your fishes without any automatic feeder or food blocks, you should be feeding it as much as it will eat in 1 or 2 minutes, once or twice a day. Some types of fishes, like the goldfish for example, should only be fed as much as they will eat in 1 minute. Overfeeding is a very common mistake that I most likely did when I was a kid, and that is not something you should be doing. Some of the basic elements you'll need in your aquarium include food, water, filtration, and heat. These exact specifications depend on the type of fish you get, how big it grows, and many other factors. You'll definitely need an aquarium that will be large enough to support your fish's full growth. A good rule of thumb when it comes to aquarium size is 1 gallon of water for every inch of your full-grown fish. There are tropical fish that require heating elements in their habitats, and there are also freshwater fishes like goldfishes for example that prefer cooler temperatures. As for food, there are commercial foods available for your fish. Fish foods usually come in flake form, pellets, or freeze-dried. There are special treats that you can also buy from pet stores. They either come in freeze-dried or frozen. Make sure that the food you purchase for your fish is appropriate for that fish species. Aquariums require regular water changes and pH testing in order to ensure that the fish are healthy. Depending on the size of the aquarium and the filtration system you have set up, you will need to be performing weekly water replacements, as well as cleaning the actual aquarium about once per month. Some fishes, like the goldfish for example, tend to be a little bit more messy, and they may require more frequent water changes and tank cleanings. Overfeeding is also something that quickly pollutes the water, so make sure that you're keeping an eye of any visible contaminants and pollutants in your aquarium. If you see any, you should be cleaning it out. Other things you can keep in your tank are decorations. You'll just need to keep in mind that whatever you keep in the tank, you'll just need to be conducting regular cleanings, as they may release some contaminants and pollute the water. Some fish really like plants, either live or plastic plants, but if you do end up choosing to keep live plants, you'll need to be placing gravel underneath the plants, and the gravel can be dangerous for the fishes because they may end up eating it, and that won't be so good for them. There are some other tank decorations that look good and provide some benefit to your fishes, like for example treasure chests that open and close, and when they open they release oxygen-rich bubbles. Regardless of what you choose though, try to mimic the natural habitat of your fish.